On this week, you're watching Breakfast Television. Coming up today, we're going to show you the hottest piece of technology on the market right now, the Apple iPad.
We'll have one in studio.
We're going to have one in studio. We're going to check that out. Akash is going to be on later on this morning.
Yeah, that's coming up in the next hour.
The biggest loser tonight on Citytv at 8 o'clock. Thank you, Thor. Hey, guess what this is? You can't touch this, okay? This is the brand new Apple iPad, and I've got it in my hot little hands here. We're going to talk with Akash Sablok coming up in just a second and show you all the details about this latest and greatest piece of technology when BT continues in just a minute. 7:27. Welcome back to Breakfast Television as we get you started here on a Tuesday morning, and this is going to get you started. This is the brand new Apple iPad, and Akash Sablok is with us this morning. These are pretty hard to get your hands on.
They are. Actually,
I'm amazed you got one of these. These just came out in the U.S. over the weekend.
I was in the U.S. I stood in line early in the morning, and Apple was so cool about it. They're handing out water and chocolates in the morning. It was very cool to be in line.
Okay, so 300,000 of these or so, give or take a couple, were sold over the weekend. When is this going to be made available in Canada?
The rumor is April 24th. Now, that's just a rumor, so let's see what happens.
Okay, show us some of the cool features. This, to me, just looks as though it's a giant iPod or an iTouch.
Yeah, it is. It is. Technically, it is, but it's a 9.7-inch screen. It's got a 1 gigahertz processor. There's a new processor that Apple's put in, so it's extremely fast. It comes in 3 different flavors, 16 gigabyte, 32 gigabyte, and 64 gigabyte. This is the 64. Now, it's got all these great features on the 9.7-inch screen. Like, this is the new thing that's coming with the iPad is the iBooks. So this becomes now your personal ebook reader.
So you can read a book basically on this thing.
Exactly, exactly. So I've got Winnie the Pooh on here, and to change a page, it's just very natural. You just sort of flip over, it'll keep changing the pages, and you can download as many books as you want. So if we go back to the library, it's a bookshelf. I've got one book on there so far, but you just click on the book that you want to read, and it'll open it up.
Okay, what other cool features are on this thing?
All right, so, and the biggest problem I had with my iPhone or my iPod Touch, it's just really tiny. So it's great for entertainment if you want to listen to music, watch movies and stuff like that, but to actually do any typing or anything, forget it. So what you have on here is a program called Pages, which is Microsoft Word compatible, so you can open and save in Microsoft Word format. You tap on the program itself to get started. It'll open up the document, and you are now ready to go start typing. So there's your actual document. So you can just type in anything you want on here, and it becomes a full word processor.
So what is the difference between this thing right here and a laptop computer?
Well, size, obviously. So, I mean, this is the the Apple MacBook Air, which is quite a thin computer in itself. This is 1.6 pounds, much lighter.
It's really light, I gotta say. It's very easy to carry around. I mean, this isn't too bad.
Yeah, and this will give you about 7-hour battery life. This will give you a 10-hour battery life.
Okay, a bit more bang for your buck there. How much does this go for?
It's $499 US for the 16 gig. $599 for the 32 gig and $699 for the 64 gig.
And Akash, with all kind of new pieces of technology, there have to be little things that maybe weren't totally worked out. What would you say is your biggest beef with the iPad that people would notice?
Well, right now and I think it's because people are looking at it going from laptop or netbook computer down to a smaller unit. There's no USB connection, so you're not going to have you're not going to be able to connect some of the devices that you thought you would normally be able to connect to a laptop. However, having said that, it does have Bluetooth, so you can connect a wireless Bluetooth keyboard. Eventually you can connect a headset, and there'll be other things that are coming around that are there. This one only has Wi-Fi. There is a Wi-Fi and a 3G version coming out too. So that means you'll be able to be anywhere you are. You can have mobile data. Around that, I'm using the Rogers MiFi here, which creates a hotspot. So I basically can go anywhere using the Wi-Fi in this. And most places like a library, coffee shops that have Wi-Fi in them. So.
And quickly, would your iPhone applications work on this thing as well?
Definitely. That's the exciting thing. I've downloaded a lot of the apps that I had from my iPhone that I'd already bought before. But then there's some applications that are specifically made for the iPad, and they're larger. So like this one here for Pages, you get a PowerPoint application. You can get games. I was playing air hockey earlier with the guys back here. They wouldn't give it back to me.
Well, it's very cool. For more information on the Apple iPad, you can visit Akash's website. We'll put a link on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. By the way, you've got some more gadgets. We're going to go through those. You got to log on to breakfasttelevision.ca. After today's show, we'll post our webisode with Akash coming up in just a bit. Akash, thanks so much. Always good to see you, man.
Thank you.
All right, 7:31. Let's get details on your commute. Over to Michelle.
All right, don't drop that, Kyle.
I won't. Oh
Very
my gosh, can you imagine?
Cargo. Yes.
This is cool, though.